Hey and welcome to the Daily Man United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Manchester United youngster Ethan Laird on verge of sealing loan move to Queen Park Rangers after Watford deal collapses. Ethan Laird is close to moving on loan to Queen's Park Rangers this transfer window from Manchester United, according to Manchester Evening News. The 21-year-old was on the verge of a move to Watford, but the deal collapsed at the last minute. Laird has garnered interest from other championship sides as well. Along with the QPR, Preston North End were keen on bringing the United Academy product to the Deepdale Stadium. PNE have already signed Alvaro Fernandez on loan from the Red Devils this summer. Ryan Lowe hasn't been able to bring another prospect from the Manchester-based club this summer, as Laird is set to join QPR. The 21-year-old played a part in Erik ten Hag's side during pre-season. Laird was afforded minutes off the bench, but with Diogo Dalot and Aaron Wan-Bissaka in the squad, guaranteed game time would have been evidently hard to come by. The Portuguese has carved a place for himself in United's starting lineup. Ralf Rangnick has trusted Dalot. Now seemingly, Ten Hag also prefers the 23-year-old to be in his starting 11. On the other hand, former Crystal Palace star Wan-Bissaka has gone down the pecking order. Under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the 24-year-old was a guaranteed starter, but with Rangnick at Ten Hag, there appears to be a change. Laird was on loan last season as well. The 21-year-old impressed in his time at Swansea. He became an important part of the Swans team, but United decided to cut the loan short and send the youngster to Bournemouth in January, where he didn't have the best of periods. Hopefully, Laird's move to QPR goes through without a hitch. Supporters will want the 21-year-old to play as many minutes as he can get and come back to United to fight for a place in the starting 11. Hannibal Mejbri set for loan deal, Championship club likely. Hannibal Mejbri is set to leave Manchester United on loan. That's according to Tunisian journalist Ahmed Adala, who earlier tweeted, Info, Hannibal Mejbri will leave Manchester United. The Tunisian will go on loan to another club in the next few hours or the next few days, obviously, except last-minute surprise. With Hannibal having shown great promise last season in the under-23s and on international duty, he can expect to have many suitors. He represented Tunisia in both the Arab Cup and the African Cup of Nations. Despite his young age and lack of senior experience, Hannibal even managed to break into the first team under Ralf Rangnick, featuring briefly against Liverpool and making his first start against Crystal Palace on the last day of the season. The playmaker joined United in 2019 from Monaco in a deal worth up to £10 million. Initially seen as a number 10, he has often played in deeper positions, but seems to be moving towards a slightly wider position, even drawing comparisons with Jack Grealish for his dribbling ability and knack for winning fouls. During pre-season, Erik ten Hag even deployed him as a striker, although that probably says more about a lack of options than it does about Hannibal's future role. Adala does not offer any insight into where the talented youngster will be going, but the People's Person previously reported on interest from several championship clubs. Birmingham City are seen as the most likely destination at this stage. PSG linked with shock transfer for Manchester United star Marcus Rashford. According to Julien Laurent, via L'Equipe courtesy of ESPN FC, PSG are linked with a shock transfer move for Manchester United superstar Marcus Rashford, with contacts supposedly established between both clubs for the Englishman. A product of Man United's academy, Rashford has been a Red Devil through and through. He has been brought up here at the club, and he's one of the most exciting players to have come out of our academy in recent years. Rashford has been with the first team since 2016. He had a blistering start to life as a first-team player and really impressed. However, the last season has not been the best for the Englishman at Old Trafford. The 24-year-old missed the first half of the campaign last season due to surgery after the conclusion of the Euros and struggled to get back up to speed once he came back. He has not really impressed during pre-season either under Erik ten Hag. Rashford played 31 times for the Red Devils last campaign, managing to score just 5 goals and providing 2 assists across all competitions. The English superstar is a far better player than these stats suggest. PSG are apparently interested in signing a player who can play both as a 9 as well as a wide player. This is where Marcus Rashford perfectly fits the bill for Christopher Glatier's side as they look to challenge for the Champions League next season. Rashford is no stranger to playing as a centre forward, although his talents are best utilized on the wing. The player is supposedly keen on a new challenge and would not oppose to a move away from Man United. That said, the Englishman will have to consider his options before moving to Parc des Princes. The presence of Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappe and Neymar means that it may be difficult for the 24-year-old to get regular game time. Manchester United will not want to lose Marcus Rashford. Despite his performances, there is no doubting that the English winger is very talented and it's only a matter of time before he eventually comes good. If Rashford leaves, there is absolutely no doubt that we need a solid replacement. However, the Red Devils will be hoping they do not reach that situation this summer at least. Jose Mourinho wants Manchester United defender Eric Bailly at Roma before end of the transfer window. Eric Bailly is on the wish list of former Manchester United manager Jose Mourinho. The Portuguese wants the Ivorian at Roma this summer before the end of the transfer window, according to La Repubblica via Inside Football. It seems Mourinho has identified Bailly as his priority target to bolster the Serie A outfit's backline. The 28-year-old has an uncertain future at the club with the arrival of Erik ten Hag. It was the former United manager who was in the dugout when Bailly made his way through the doors at Old Trafford from Villarreal in 2016. Roma have been one of the sides the Ivory Coast international has been linked with. Fulham have also been credited with an interest in the centre-back. The Manchester-based club have bolstered the defence this summer with the additions of Tyrell Malacia and Lisandro Martinez. Especially with the arrival of the Argentine, it looks like Bailly will find it difficult to get into Ten Hag's starting 11 this campaign. Harry Maguire, Rafael Varane and Victor Lindelof are the other options at the new gaffer's disposal. The three shared a considerable amount of minutes amongst themselves last season. The Ivory Coast international barely got to play any minutes. Bailly has been decent for United when he's been fit enough to feature for the team. The 28-year-old seemed to have the minerals to succeed with the Red Devils. However, injuries have hampered the player's career in Manchester. Fans are of the opinion that United have enough cover in the centre-back area. While our defensive record wasn't the best in the previous campaign, hopefully Ten Hag can make the backline more organised and robust. Now, with Martinez, it appears getting any minutes will be a luxury for Bailly at United, so a move away feels like the best option for both the club and player. Man United set to meet midfielders agent to discuss key part of potential deal. Manchester United are seeking midfield reinforcements before the end of the summer transfer window. The Red Devils, led by Dutch manager Erik ten Hag, suffered a shocking 2-1 defeat against Brighton and Hove Albion during their opening Premier League match last weekend, coming to realize just how big his task is, and in response to Sunday's abysmal result, Ten Hag, who was forced to start a familiar midfield of Bruno Fernandes, Fred and Scott McTominay, has delved back into the transfer market in search of at least one new addition. According to widespread reports, the 20-time league winners are interested in Juventus midfielder Adrien Rabiot. Rabiot has just 12 months left on his contract and massively out of favour with Massimiliano Allegri. The France international could prove to be a cost-effective signing. Finalising a deal won't be as straightforward though. The midfielder has a notoriously difficult agent, his mother, Véronique Rabiot. According to leading transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, football director John Murtough has been tasked with negotiating Rabiot's salary with his mother and agent in person in Turin. Failure to reach an agreement with the Juventus number 25 would lead to unprecedented levels of discontent among fans, so the pressure is very much on Murtough to come up with the goods before the window closes at the start of the next month. It has been reported elsewhere that United have offered 7 million euros a year salary, but that Rabiot wants more. In fairness, that does seem to be quite a low offer for an established international football in his prime. It offers no increase on his current deal at Juve. Reports claim Madame Rabiot is demanding 10 million euros, which does not seem that unreasonable. With a fee agreed between the clubs and the player keen to try his hand in the Premier League, the signs are good that Murtough should be able to wrap this one up today or at least pretty quickly. Manchester United discussing potential alternative to Antony transfer. Manchester United are reportedly discussing PSV winger Cody Gakpo internally as a possible alternative to Ajax star Antony. That's according to Fabrizio Romano, who says Antony remains Man United's priority in that position, though it seems Gakpo could also be an option to strengthen Erik ten Hag's attack. Romano also provided an update on the Red Devils and their talks over signing Juventus midfielder Adrien Rabiot in a potential €17 million deal. United could do with signing Antony or Gakpo this summer, with fans unlikely to be too picky about which one of them joins. Man United just need to ensure they can have better options than inconsistent wide forwards like Marcus Rashford, Anthony Martial and Jadon Sancho this season. Antony has impressed at Ajax, and Gakpo is a similar exciting young player who has caught the eye in the Eredivisie, a league Ten Hag will know well from his time at Ajax manager. Cody Gakpo has spent his entire footballing career in Eindhoven, starting his youth playing days at EVV Eindhoven. The 23-year-old has been with PSV Eindhoven since 2007, joining their academy as an 8-year-old before progressing through the ranks rapidly. The Dutch attacker made his first team debut for PSV Eindhoven, aged 18, in February 2018 and has become an indispensable figure for the club since then. Gakpo has also become a regular for the Netherlands since earning his international cap last year. The youngster's progress has not gone unnoticed either, with Manchester United among his prospective suitors. Manchester United targeting Paris Saint Germain striker Mauro Icardi on loan. Manchester United are in the hunt for forward additions, with Erik ten Hag intent on reinforcing his side's attacking department. The club have been linked with a host of names, including PSV's Cody Gakpo and Saja Kalidžić. As reported yesterday, a surprise name that has recently popped is Mauro Icardi. The 29-year-old, currently at League One champions Paris Saint Germain, is said to be on the way out, with Old Trafford being a likely destination. The French giants are hell-bent on offloading the striker as a new manager, Christophe Galtier, shapes his team. Both the club and the player are interested in a fresh start. A parting of ways seems inevitable. TYC Sports reports that both United and Turkish club Galatasaray have expressed their interest in the Argentinian star. The former Inter Milan goal scorer has begun training separately from the Paris Saint Germain squad and welcomes the move to the Red Devils, the outlet reported. Icardi's potential switch to England would be on a loan basis with an option to buy. Should United formalize their move for the former Inter Milan striker, they would face competition from Galatasaray, who the player's wife and agent, Wanda Nara, has already met on 3 occasions. What will appeal to most United supporters is that PSG would cover a large part of the player's salary. Speaking on Icardi's future, Galtier recently said, "The club is working side by side with Mauro to find the best possible solution. He had very little playing time, and I think the best thing is to relaunch his career in another more favourable place." I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.